A tax is a compulsory financial contribution made by a private individual, groups, and institutions towards the expenditure of the government. Taxation should not be regarded as payment for goods and services provided by the government. It is rather a contribution which the individual is required to compulsorily make towards the expenses of the government. Taxes are paid to unlocking the resources required for public investment and infrastructural growth. The government requires these funds to discharge its numerous responsibilities for the development of the country, betterment of the society, and other non-developmental but essential obligations to the citizens of the country. Paying taxes is considered as not just a legal requirement but also a civic duty. Neglect to pay taxes may land someone in very big penalties such as large fines or jail term. According to Wikipedia, tax evasion is the illegal evasion of taxes by individuals, corporations, and trusts. Tax evasion also entails taxpayers deliberately misrepresenting the true state of their affairs to the tax authorities to reduce their tax liabilities and includes dishonest tax reporting, such as declaring less income, profits, or gains than the amount actually earned, or overstating deductions. In this special report, Eagle's correspondent Ilyas Harunabala examined tax evasion, its effect, and the legal implication. His report.
Imagine a society where almost everything works. A society where the roads are well constructed, health facilities are up to standard, education is enticing, electricity seems to be overflow, and life is generally what citizens want it to be. All this depends on the revenue available to the government. The development of any nation depends on the amount of revenue the government generates for the provision of infrastructural facilities. In Nigeria and other nations, taxes are the best bets. There are different types of taxes in Nigeria. They include companies' income tax, petroleum profit tax, value-added tax, personal income tax, withholding tax, educational tax, and capital gains tax. The monies got from all these forms of taxes are used by government to better the lives of Nigerians. There is, however, an unwillingness on the part of the people to pay tax in Nigeria. In fact, many Nigerians totally avoid them, with the suspicion that what is imposed is too much, what is collected is embezzled by those in government, or that people are unequally levied and assessed. This attitude has led to tax avoidance and tax evasion. According to the Director of Legal Services of the Federal Inland Revenue Service, Mr. Ike Odume, tax is a compulsory payment decreed by law to be paid by citizens of a country or by companies residing in a country for the purpose of raising revenue. Mr. Odume sheds more light on the types of taxes we have in Nigeria.
Let's start from the ones we pay as individuals. We call that one personal income tax. I'm a civil servant. I pay tax every month from my salary. And you are a civil servant as well. You pay from your salary if you want. Right apart from the civil servant also, every person who is gainfully employed that collects income, you're required by law to pay tax. You get your income on a monthly basis, you pay it on a monthly basis, you get it on a yearly basis, pay it on a yearly basis. That one is called personal income tax. The other one is called companies' income tax. It's a tax paid by companies operating within Nigeria and those non-territorial companies that have permanent establishment that have derived profits or made income out of Nigeria. So that's companies income paid by companies. Then of course we have what is called the value-added tax. The value-added tax is a tax that is based on consumption.
Every citizen expects the government to provide basic social amenities such as good roads, potable drinking water, hospitals and schools among others. Yet, they forget that the government needs money to provide such social amenities to them. It is therefore obligatory on citizens to pay taxes as at when due. Failure to do that constitutes a serious offense.
My message to offenders is that Nigeria is a project. Those are the countries where we go to and have beautiful holidays with our family. They were built with tax revenue. And the UK, France, Italy, most of these countries don't even have resources. And we're looking at a better Nigeria. We're looking at a greater Nigeria. We're looking at a Nigeria where we'll be comfortable to live in. So we're asking all Nigerians that we should rise up to the occasion and build Nigeria. We cannot build Nigeria if we don't do our own part. Our own part as Nigerians is to pay our tax as a civil duty as required under the Constitution.
Section 47 of the EFCC Act empowers it to investigate and prosecute economic and financial crimes offenders on issues such as tax evasion, among others. It also has the powers to investigate the managers of these funds, who oftentimes are alleged to have either diverted the money or embezzled. Nigerians' economy must move forward, and we must all join hands together to make it a reality for ourselves, our children, and the generation yet unborn. Ilyasu Harunapala, reporting for the Eagle.
Thank you, Ilya, for that report. As you all heard, let's try and pay our taxes and on time. And that's how we come to the end of today's episode of The Eagle. You too can be part of this program by sending your enquiries and suggestions to The Eagle at efccnigeria.org or follow us on all our social media platforms at Official EFCC. You can also send your petitions to info@efccnigeria.org. My name is Aisha Muhammad. I leave you with these parting words from Kurt Cobain, who says, "The duty of youth is to challenge corruption. So endeavor to see something, say something, and do something about it. Stay clear of corruption and report such to relevant authorities." From all the Eagle crew, it's goodbye and God bless Nigeria.